Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, let's dive into the key business updates you need to know for the week of April 6th, 2026.
All right, here's what's on the docket today. We're going to talk about whether to incorporate your business, a big crackdown on fake reviews, some new mortgage support, the future of AI coding, and finally, what's new with mental health and sick pay. Let's get into it.
Okay, first up, let's tackle a big one. It's a question that pretty much every sole trader or partnership asks themselves at some point. Is it time to incorporate?
For a long time, incorporating was just the thing you did when you hit a certain size. It was the next logical step on the ladder. But, and this is a big but, the answer isn't quite so simple anymore. It's gotten a lot more complicated.
So this really breaks it down, doesn't it? It's a classic pros and cons list. On the plus side, you get that limited liability, which is huge. It protects your personal stuff, like your house. And let's be honest, it just looks more official, which can definitely help you land bigger contracts. But then you look at the cons, and wow, the tax situation, it's not the slam dunk it used to be. And you're signing up for a whole lot more paperwork and admin. Plus, you can't just take money out of the business anymore. You've got to pay yourself formally through salary or dividends. It's a real trade-off.
All right, let's switch gears. We talked about your internal setup. Now let's talk about how you look to the outside world. And this is a big one. The UK's Competition and Markets Authority, the CMA, is getting really serious about cracking down on fake reviews. And they are not messing around. This isn't just a slap on the wrist. Thanks to the new Digital Markets, Competition and Consumers Act, they now have the power to hit companies with massive fines. We're talking up to 10% of their global turnover. That is a huge deal.
And if you're wondering if this is actually happening, just look at this list. These are some big names under the microscope right now. We're seeing everything from allegedly hiding one-star reviews to staff being asked to write positive ones, and even offering secret discounts for a 5-star rating. It really shows you how widespread this problem is.
So what does this mean for you, whether you're a business owner or just a regular shopper? Well, you've got to be smart about it. And luckily, the CMA has laid out some pretty simple tips to help you spot the fakes. It's all about looking beyond that initial star rating.
Okay, next up, let's talk about the bigger economic picture. Specifically, some new support is coming for homeowners with mortgages, and this affects pretty much everyone.
1.6 million. That's a huge number. And that's how many people with fixed-rate mortgages ending by 2026 are going to be proactively contacted by the UK's 6 biggest lenders. They're trying to get ahead of the problem. So, this help is all part of what's called the Mortgage Charter, and these options here are really important. You can, for instance, lock in a new rate up to 6 months early, or even switch to interest-only payments for half a year if you're in a tight spot. The best part? Talking to your lender about this stuff won't hurt your credit score, which is a massive relief for a lot of people.
All right, let's jump from the here and now to a glimpse of what might be just around the corner. The National Cybersecurity Center is flagging a new trend that could seriously shake up the entire software industry as we know it. They're calling it vibe coding. Sounds a bit weird, right? But what it really means is using AI to write code for you, often without a human even checking it. Think about it. Instead of paying for expensive software subscriptions, you could just have an AI build a custom tool for you.
And this really highlights the potential shift. You've got the old way on one side, paying a monthly fee for software as a service, where your data is somewhere else and everyone gets the same product. And then there's this new vibe coding idea, building your own stuff, keeping your data in-house, and customizing it to do exactly what you need. It's a totally different way of thinking.
But, and this is a really big but, let's not get ahead of ourselves. The experts, the actual cybersecurity people, are putting up a big red flag. They're saying, whoa, hold on. The security risks are just massive right now. So we're not there yet, not by a long shot. But you can bet this is a trend we all need to be keeping an eye on.
And for our last topic today, we're turning back inside the business to look at something that's absolutely critical, the well-being of your team and some important changes to sick pay. So get this, a new YouGov survey just came out, and the numbers are pretty stark. We're now at a point where for nearly 1 in 3 employers, the reason people are calling in sick is related to mental health, things like stress, anxiety, or depression. That's a huge slice of the pie.
And this is all happening right as the rules around sick pay are about to change. So this is the key takeaway for every single employer listening. Circle this date in your calendar, April 6, 2026. From that day on, your workers will be eligible for statutory sick pay from the very first day they're off ill. And the minimum earnings rule? That's gone too.
So how do you prepare for this? Well, the advisory service ACOS has put out some really practical suggestions. It's not just about reacting when someone is sick, it's about being proactive. We're talking about training your managers, offering flexible work options, and just having really clear, supportive policies in place.
So there you have it. From AI that writes its own code to new rules about reviews and employee health, things are definitely moving fast. It really leaves you with one big question to think about this week. Is your business ready for what's coming next? Thanks for joining us.